Hey folks, welcome back to the Toronto Marlies Insider. The Marlies hosted the Grand Rapids Griffins tonight, riding a 6-game losing streak. Let's jump into it and see how it went. But before we do that, we want to give a special shout out to SeatGeek for sponsoring this video. SeatGeek is the best place to go if you're looking for tickets to a sporting event, concert or a live show. Click the link below and use code Toronto Marlies Insider, all one word, to get $20 off your first purchase. SeatGeek will let you know if the tickets you want are a good value or not with their 1 to 10 rating system to ensure you always get the best bang for your buck. So make sure you check them out and use the promo code Toronto Marlies Insider to save $20. Dmitry Ovchinnikov opened the scoring in the first when he redirected Zach Solo's pass across the crease. This was Chinny's 5th goal in just 3 games against the Griffins this season. Pontus Holmberg also got the assist.
Just a dump into the zone and then they get after it. And that shot bounces right back out to Ovchinnikov. He makes it looking.
1 minute and 40 seconds later, we conceded. Joe Lesperance assisted by Tim Gettinger and former Marlie Zach Aston Reese. With just over a minute left in the first, Mikko Kokkonen stepped up with a huge goal. Joe Blandisi found him up top and he sent a shot past another former Marlie, Michael Hutchinson.
I'm in love with the coco. I'm in love with the coco.
And this one hits the back of the net, of course, coming off of a really good shift. Good pressure by the Marlies, good puck possession down low. This one sneaks out to Kokkonen and finds his way around that blocking forward.
That's how the first ended. 2-1 to the Marlies. Shots in the period were 10-9 to Toronto. A little over halfway through the second, and the Griffins tied things up thanks to a wrister from Albert Johansson, assisted by Aston Reese and Jonathan Berggren. A little over 3 minutes later, the Marlies restored their lead and it was an atypical Kyle Clifford goal. A nice little pass here from Captain Logan Shaw, and Cliffy just simply overpowered Simon Edvinson and just wanted it more. He sent the puck through the 5-hole of Hutchinson, and Joe Blandisi also got the assist.
But you're right, this does start in the neutral zone. What a great quick turn by Blandisi up to Logan Shaw, who chips it up to the middle to Clifford, who just muscles his way to the goal.
The penalty was coming on that play. If he doesn't score, wow, he just got a little touch on it there, didn't he?
The second period ended with the Marlies leading 3-2. Shots in the second were tied at 11 apiece. With the extra attacker due to a delayed penalty on Zach Solo, Jonathan Berggren sent a wrist shot past Hildeby. Although it did go through a lot of traffic, so we're not going to blame Hildeby too much on this one. Johansson and Edvinson with the assists. With the Solo penalty being 5 minutes for elbowing, plus a game misconduct, the Marlies then faced a full 5-minute penalty after conceding that goal. From the face-off in the Marlies zone, the Griffins worked the puck to Aston Reese to send a one-timer past Hildeby to give the Griffins the lead. With just over 4 minutes left, the Marlies tied things up via a one-timer from William Villeneuve. His fellow defenseman Mikko Kokkonen showed great patience here to find him, and he sent a shot over the shoulder of Hutchinson.
Nice little give and go off the face-off. Kokkonen with some patience hits Villeneuve as he comes in. Just activates, slips in off that blue line, down low into the circles. Kokkonen head up, looking out front first, and then finds Villeneuve right there on the face-off.
And that's how the game ended after 3. All squared at 4-4. Shots in the third were 7-4 to the Griffins. This one is headed to overtime. I'm not going to commentate on this one. Just watch the sequence and the hunger and willingness to put in the hard yards and the big defensive hits shown from all 3 Marlies on the ice here.
Down the middle, tipped along. Ambrosisi gets into the corner, tries to peel it back the other way. And bodies hit the ice and Blandisi goes chasing it. Doesn't get loose, but now it finds Blandisi. 2-on-1 back the other way with Topi Niemela. Blandisi, Niemela, and broken up, coming back by Edmondson, and it creates a 2-on-1 back the other way. Hiroshi trying to get to the goal, he won't. Blandisi will pick it up, and now he gets a step. He and Ambrosisi to the goal. Waits out front.
What a way to end the losing streak. Blender with the winner in overtime. And you can really see what it meant to him, the team, the coaching staff and the fans in attendance.
overtime winning goal, and what patience. We talked about that earlier in the game with Zach Solo. Blandisi with his turn just waits this out.
This one ended 5-4 to the Marlies. Shots in overtime were 1-0 to the Marlies and 27-26 to the Griffins over the entire game. Okay, another Marlies game and another rollercoaster. Heading into the final 5 minutes here, I have to say that I thought the Griffins were going to win this one. However, the Marlies did seem a little bit different as opposed to the last couple of games. Maybe it was the impact of Rich Clune, maybe the return of Kyle Clifford, or the team just got sick of losing. But whatever it was, it certainly worked tonight. They look like the team that we know they can be. And I mean that in both a positive and a negative way. They showed great goaltending from Hildeby, who was proven to be one of the top goalies in the league. We showed some good scoring, high work rate, an unwillingness to accept defeat and be turned over easily. But we also conceded 4 goals to a very weak Griffins team. Excluding the Chicago Wolves, who are really having a season to forget, the Griffins are the worst team in their division, and they're most likely going to finish in the bottom 4 to 5 teams in the entire league. 2 of the goals that we conceded were with one less skater on the ice, so they can kind of be forgiven. And the Solo penalty was fairly weak and seemed like an accidental contact more than a penalty worthy of a game misconduct. So with all that said, I'm hopeful that this can be the spark that we need to kickstart the season. We play the Griffins again on Sunday, and we have a really good chance to get a 2-game win streak going here and to get that positive atmosphere back around the club. Let's hear what William Villeneuve and head coach John Gruden had to say to the media after the win.
You guys grinded that one out. What did you really like about the team's win?
I think we stick with it. Obviously, that's a tough call early in the third period and going to PK for 5 minutes. And to give up 2 goals, it's unfortunate, but I think we just stick with it. That's what we've been doing for a couple of games. I think the results haven't been there, but I think we've been doing some pretty good job. And to get away with the win tonight feels pretty good.
Speaking of the 5-minute penalty kill you guys had to do, obviously Zach Solo had to leave the game, but what was it like to see him cheering you guys on right when you're coming off after the win?
Yeah, I think we all wanted to kill that for Solo. He's such an important part of our team, and the way he brings energy and positives around the rink. I think we all really like him here, and I think it was important for us to go get that win because I think it was a tough call. I think it happened super fast during the play, so I think to see him after that, that's just who he is. He cheers everybody on and makes everybody feel happier, so it's been great.
You got your first goal of the season. What did you see on that one? It looked like a great play from Kokkonen.
Yeah, I think it was a set play. Coco was going down the wall, and I told him that I was going to be there as an option, and he did a great play, found me, and I went into net. So it was a big game, a big goal for me, a big goal for the team, so it feels great.
Pretty big celebration for you off that goal. Is it kind of a nice feeling to kind of get that off your back now that you're on the board?
Yeah, I think it's a relief. I think I didn't have the greatest start of the season so far, and still trying to find my game and stuff like that. Really trying to implant a pro hockey game, simplify my game a little bit. So to get that goal is a little bit of a weight off my shoulders. So just trying to keep building on that, keep getting better, and stay positive, and good things will happen.
Getting this win, what does it do for the group's confidence moving forward?
I think it's great. We came up short a lot in the last couple of games, so to finally get a win, it brings us the mood. A good mood around the locker room, and I think we love the group that we have here, and we knew it was coming, so it feels good to have it tonight.
Is there any surprise at all when you see Blandisi score a overtime winning goal like that? It seems like he's always so electric.
No, he's a player. He makes plays. He's a leader in our team, and I think it was. I couldn't figure another guy to get that big goal for us, so I'm super happy for him, and he's been doing a great job with me, and we became pretty close in the last 2 years, and he's keeping me positive and really telling me to keep going, and he's doing that with everybody, so he's a huge part of our team.
As a defenseman on this team, obviously there's been a lot of call-ups by the Leafs throughout the season because of injury. How has it been trying to manage an ever-rotating defensive side? I
think it's part of the game. It's part of being out here. The call-ups happen, injuries happen. It's all about focusing on yourself, focusing on the moment that you're in. And I think the six guy tonight has been doing a pretty good job, and we just got to keep stacking the results together.
Talk about your game a little bit, not being where it wanted to be at the beginning. Where do you feel like it's at right now?
I think I'm still trying to put pieces together. I think I've been putting on some weight. I'm trying to work on my defensive game, simplify my game a lot. So it's try to not overthink the game a little bit. I think I've been doing that mistake a little bit during the season so far. So I'm just trying to not overthink and simplify my game and keep working.
John, you guys come back in the third there to put this one away in overtime. What did you love about the team's win tonight?
Well, just they didn't quit. It's just nice that they play a game, they get hard. Things sometimes don't go your way. Got a tough call there, I thought. And then next, they take the lead, but there's no quitting with this group. They haven't quit all year. Didn't expect them to. It was just nice for them to get rewarded and pull it off at the end there.
Speaking of the 5-minute power play that they had, what's your reaction after the win when you're coming down the tunnel and you just see Zach Solo waiting there for the whole group to celebrate with them?
Well, at first I was a little upset because he took the penalty, but then I saw it on video and realized that, I didn't think it warranted that, but hey, the refs, they're human beings, and they make calls and they live with them, you know what I mean? So, but it's just, he's a high energy guy who's done a lot for us, and I didn't expect anything less. He's a great teammate, and I'm sure he's pumped for the fellows and his teammates.
Is there any surprise at all? I know we're a quarter of the season in, to see Joe Blandisi step up in those big moments and put the game away himself.
No, and there's a reason why we put that line together. The three captains, and again, they're the ones that were going to get us out of it, and they gave us everything they got, and it was good to see. And I'm glad Joe got rewarded because he's been getting a lot of chances and just hasn't been finishing them. And I'm just really glad for his confidence that he got that one done.
You said you wanted to shake things up and put that line together. What were some things specifically you liked about the line that you saw?
They play the game the right way. I mean, they're not afraid to they're not afraid to make a play. They understand how to win, and they give you that energy, and then the other guys will follow from that. So good showing by them, and hopefully we can build off this.
Villeneuve got his first goal of this season. How have you liked the way he's continued to progress? He even said he didn't think he had a great start to his season, but he's still just out there trying.
Yeah, he's young, and he's got a lot of upside. Like, he skates well, he's smart, and if he understands, like, he's a tough position to come in at, but he just understands when to simplify things. He's got a lot of tools, but it's always nice for a defenseman to score. Especially a goal like that. Hopefully, again, he'll continue to grow and get better and learn.
What do you think this win, especially in overtime, does for the group's confidence moving forward?
Well, I think it does a lot. I mean, I almost kind of forgot how to give a speech after we win, you know what I mean? So, again, we keep winning, and I won't forget. So hopefully we'll build on this.
Where do you see Mikko Kokonen's game at right now, especially?
He played extremely well. I liked his game. He's smart. Him and Topi played really well together. I like how they're coming along. And again, it's when you simplify things and you take what you can get and keep the puck out of your own net, and then when they chip on offensively, it's really good to see.
I haven't been to practice, so I might have missed. Is there a path for Twerberg and Hirvonen to be coming back tonight?
Hirvonen is still. We're still got to see the doctors yet. Twerberg, I think, he started to skate, and hopefully we get to see him in the lineup soon.
The Marlies' next game is back at the Colosseum when they host the Griffins again on Sunday. But before that, we want to say thanks again to SeatGeek for sponsoring our post-game recaps this season. Make sure you click the link in the description below and use our promo code to save $20. As always, we hope to see you at the Colosseum, but if not, we'll catch you in the next one.